Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop right there. This channel is not intended for kids under the age of 13. So if you're under the age of 13, please leave.
Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we have a McFarlane pickup, and we got McFarlane Toys, Matrix Reloaded, Neo in the Chatteau, or whatever the heck this thing is called. But it's massive, and I already have the Morpheus chair, and I know that's a very sought after piece, because everybody that collects 1/12 scales, they want that chair. This, to me, I feel is second place. I feel like this is the next thing that you need to pick up if you're into 1/12 scale figures, because you get this beautiful chunk of scenery and it looks awesome. It comes in this Matrix style packaging. Right side of the box, we got Neo doing a kick. It does say Neo, and it does say this deluxe edition features the Neo and is based on the fight scene in the Chatteau from the Matrix Reloaded. The left side of the box, it has different pictures, but it says the same thing. And then it does say the Matrix Series 1. Here we have the back of the box showing what you get inside the box. And as you can see, it's a little beat up because this is a older item. And I did pick it up from McFarlane. Here's other figures from the wave. The main figure that comes with this Chatteau set is Neo. And with McFarlane, you know, this is before he started hitting all that crazy articulation. It's basically a statue. It's a sculpted statue. I love the inside of the jacket. I love that like texture or design or whatever's going on. And the sculpt work is definitely there. He has a cut at his thigh, so I guess you can rotate his foot, but then it adds like the weird, it's just dumb. They should have just left it like this. He has a thigh cut up here too, so you can get him like, I guess that, yeah, it's just, because it's a sculpted piece with all the wrinkles, it looks weird. So you get that articulation there. We get some arm articulation. We get some wrist rotation. Do we get any upper arm? No, that's about it. And this isn't bad. It doesn't really break up the sculpt too bad here. His face, being a young Keanu, it's not bad actually. I mean, looking at this, you know, it's not bad. It's better than some of these more modern, you know, Keanu Reeves figures. You know, it definitely looks like them. And I like the gloss on the glasses. Looks pretty awesome. Sculpt is there. His head does move. So we get some articulation there. Other arm, can move it up. Got the wrist rotation as well. So it's McFarlane old school typical articulation. So I'm not even going to really be using this figure at all, but I figured since I'm opening the set, I would just show you guys. And I really was impressed with the underside of his jacket, because I like that texture or pattern, whatever you want to call it. It looks really awesome. And then even like from the back, he's got a giant peg, but there's texture and sculpt work throughout this figure. Now, if a Neo figure wasn't enough, we do get this figure. I don't even know who this guy is. I think he's just a typical goon. And he does look super dramatic because he should be like this. But, you know, I just sort of have him posed up like this so we can really take a look at him. We can get this arm out of the way. You can see the articulation in the arm. It's, again, all of this is typical, you know, McFarlane type of articulation. But I do want to have you look at like the head sculpts there. The sculpt's amazing. It's got a lot of sculpt work. Wow, with me moving his arm like that, it looks like he got like hit by a car or something. Shiny glossy glasses. We get this futuristic receding hairline. I guess this is the future of hair. Get a peg right here. I'm probably not going to pose them up on the diorama itself because I really don't care about these figures. This one, though, I do care about. And I'll tell you guys why as soon as we're done looking at it. Look at they even got the buttocks all super stretching out those dress pants. This figure also comes with alligator shoes. Very, very cool stuff. Very fancy. And he has like a detail sculpted into his belt buckle, the glossy belt. Now, The reason I said that I'm going to use this figure is because it's pretty awesome. First off, we don't really get figures that are in pain or, you know, yeah, that's pretty much it, in pain. We always get like screaming, smiling, you know, figures. Like, we don't get people that we can just use as beat up bodies, you know, or this one, it could be just a guy that got mangled on the road with the way, you know, I bent up his arm and everything. He's just like, ah. But the whole thing is like, it's cool like that, because you can use this guy with all your other figures that are in this scale and have him just getting beat up by everybody, or just have a generic goon in the background that's getting beat up. You know, I like it. I dig it. No peg holes in the feet, so you're really gonna have to utilize this or have a flight stand or something like that. But you can really have fun with this figure and have other figures in your collection beat them up. Now that we got the figures out of the way, we can really look at the meat and potatoes and the reason I bought this and some of the accessories that we get. We get this like pile of shields, I guess. It looks like a pile because they're all stacked on top of each other, which to me doesn't make sense. Why would you want to hide those? Wouldn't you want to show those off like you're showing off these ones? But either way, we get this like mountable wall piece of shields with like a trident, bunch of spears. It's all hard plastic, and these are actually very pointy. But hard plastic, all sculpted on there, and this thing mounts on the wall, and it looks phenomenal. A great looking piece. Now, we also get another piece that we can display on the wall, but this one is actually removable, and it's freaking wicked. Like, look at the spikes on this thing. Those are all hard plastic spikes. Looks great. The silver, everything on this thing is awesome, and all your 1/12 scale figures can probably wield this without a problem. We also get 4 of these blades made in hard plastic, painted in silver. The handles themselves even have some detail sculpted into them, which looks great. Now, continuing with the swords, and these also can be mounted just like the other swords on the wall. We get these types of swords, and they're big and thick and crazy looking. We also get a bag of bits here. I know this piece right here is for the spiked like mace staff, and then the clear pieces are for the figures, I think, and I think one of those is to attach to a statue that's on the dio that actually comes apart, so it looks like you're smashing somebody through the statue. Now, speaking of statues, you do get a bust, and this comes off of its stand, I guess in case you want to have it on the ground like you smash somebody through it, but the sculpt work in it is insane. It's done in this like white plastic, and they added like a wash dry brushing over it that gives it this like made out of marble statue type of material, and I think it looks awesome. I think they did a heck of a job on the sculpt work of this little bust here. Now, here we got the whole sort of dio. It's not all put together because I really want to focus on this guy right here. So this is a full-on statue. He's got a sort of rubbery axe, but I'm sure it can snap. And we got, let me sort of pop him off. So he can come off. His arm can come off. And this is an arm that is holding onto a really cool looking like light or lantern. Done very, very well. And you can see how they sort of port in to his arms. And I don't know if this, yep, I think this one comes off too. So yeah, you can just basically, wait, does the head? Okay, all of this. No, that doesn't. So you can get him down to this part, and then if you look over at what's left, you got his legs. I don't know if this can come off. Let me see here. Oh, what? This actually, you can move this whole thing out of that. I don't know if it's supposed to or not, but the thing just sort of slides back and forth. And then you got the piece of the statue cape right here. That's actually rubberized with little pegs on it. This gives you the idea of how those like clear pieces come into play. I mean, of course you want to get the angles the right way, but you basically just sort of look like it's just smashing. And if you have like a figure that's going to be smashed through, let me grab this guy right here. So say, I mean, you have him getting smashed into it. You got the pieces all flying off. I mean, it works. Again, I just have to play around because you got ones that have different arcs and trajectories and all that stuff. It's a really cool concept. Here we have the shields mounted behind the bust, looking awesome. All the swords on the wall. Got the weird spike staff thing right there. everything just looking the way it should be. Except for you got that weird plug, and that's because you get a stand that you can plug in there, and it's like a metal stand rod or whatever to put Neo up like he's jump kicking and stuff like that. As I was saying earlier, all the weapons can fit into a lot of your figure's hands. I mean, I got my G.I. Joe Classified Series Red Ninja and that Arctic Storm Shadow from Amazon, and they're holding all the weapons, no issues, nothing's loose. And again, you could just really have some cool scenes, and fight scenes especially, or just have a nice regal type of image. Like you can just have, like example, that regal Cobra Commander that I'm still needing to review. You can have him sort of coming down with this cape sort of dragging across the staircase while having like Baroness and Destro waiting here. I mean, there's a lot of potential out of this piece. So I still say this is the second most important piece that McFarlane has made for figures next to the Morpheus chair. So it is awesome. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this piece. Prime example of why I wanted to get this Dio. You can have a lot of fun with it. I got Kingpin coming down the staircase, being escorted by his hired gunman. And then we got his ninjas. Like, he's got his whole security staff waiting for him as he's coming down this Chatteau staircase, and it's awesome. I really like it. The floor has a gloss to it because it's a big sticker. Great piece, and it's fun. As you can see, I'm just having a blast with basically posing up figures with it, and first figure came to mind was Kingpin. In the end, I'm happy that I got this Dio. The two little figures, yeah, I'm probably not going to do much besides the one that looks like he's getting beat up. I can use that. But this little Dio is awesome, especially with all your different figures, because if you're collecting like me, you're not really just sticking with one line of figures. And this is awesome. So if you guys see this on Mercari, eBay, or something like that for a great price, definitely jump on it because it's awesome. You get that nice and fancy, like mansion-esque section of Dio that you can have fun with figure photography. You know, you can put it in a detolf. Like, there's a lot of potential that's out of this little Dio, and I love it, and I couldn't be happier with it. And that sums up my unboxing and review of McFarlane Toys Matrix Reloaded Neo in the Chatteau Battle Scene Deluxe box set. If you guys like what you saw, hit that thumbs up for me. And if you guys are new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It'll mean the world to me. And make sure you guys hit that silver bell notification so you can stay in the know with when I'm posting up new videos. And you get those alerts. But most importantly, I want you guys to make sure you check out Toyco Toys and Collectibles. Website's down below along with the promo code for you guys to get free shipping. Check it out. A lot of cool stuff on the website. And check out the pre-order group as well, because Andrew does amazing work with his pre-orders. He lets you know when it's coming out. He lets you know there's pre-order pricing, and the pre-order pricing is phenomenal. Nobody has been able to beat Andrew's pre-order prices, so check that out. And I want you guys to have the best luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a beautiful day.